What's up, guys? It's your girl Em, and I'm back with another Taste of the States video. And today we are doing Kansas. And if you know anything about Kansas or Kansas City, you know that they love some barbecue. I'm gonna be making some barbecue ribs. Now, I'm not making baby back ribs. They're a little bit expensive. So I wanted to find a cheap alternative to baby back ribs that anybody could make with a budget. So I am doing bone-in country ribs. They are, I think I paid like $6.50 for like 3 or 4 pounds. Like, it's a lot of meat, and they have the bone in, and they have some marbling. They don't have that like cartilage. Like, they're just perfect. They're gonna be so tender and fall off the bone, and they've got like a marbling, so that's gonna give it a really big flavor. They're not really ribs, they're actually pork shoulder. It's like the same pork cut that you would use for pork carnitas, things like that. We're gonna barbecue them, and they're going to taste delicious. Like I said, this is not an authentic Kansas City baby back rib barbecue situation today. So if you're interested in watching some videos on some barbecue action from Kansas City, click the link in the description down below. I'm gonna have a couple different links that show you some authentic Kansas City barbecue recipes. With that being said, let's go ahead and check out the ingredients. Really, it's just my pieces of meat, and I got a barbecue sauce. You can use whatever barbecue sauce you'd like, and I found this Kansas City barbecue sauce from HEB, so I was really excited that they had Kansas City style barbecue sauce. How fitting. So, but you can use any kind of barbecue sauce that you'd like, but I found this Kansas City one. And now here are my pork ribs. They've been marinating overnight. This is kind of, you know, just a normal marinade. I did salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, a little bit of brown sugar, and then like an all-purpose seasoning to kind of marinate in there. So now what I'm gonna do, I have my oven preheating to 300 degrees. We're gonna cook this low and slow. I think it's like 3, let me see. Where's my phone? It is 3:45, so we're gonna get started on these early because they are gonna take a while. They're gonna cook in total probably about 3 hours. So we want to start early if you're making these. Start early. This is like a perfect like Saturday, Sunday recipe. If you have the day off, you know, you can watch these ribs and make sure they cook correctly. So I'm just gonna take my baking dish here. I'm gonna spray it with some canola oil spray. My oven is preheated. Oh yeah, oh, I also put paprika on these. They look great. So I'm just gonna put them in my pan here. This is about half of what I bought. I think I have about 3 to 4 more ribs in my freezer. So I'm getting 2 meals out of it, which is great. And it's only like $6. So check that out. Let me wash my hands real quick. We are going to take our foil. They already smell good because they've been marinating all night. And we're gonna make sure that our foil is tightly on to our baking dish. And now we're gonna put this in. 300 degrees. We're gonna let them bake for about 2 hours. It's been 2 hours already. Let's check out these ribs, guys. Let's check them out. Set you up right here. Let's take a look. This is gonna be hot, so you wanna be careful. Whew. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Oh my God! Wow!
I'm gonna check to see if they're feeling tender at all. Somewhat. Not feeling as tender as I want them to. They're getting there, but they're not quite at the tenderness that I want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this back on. And I'm gonna let them cook for another 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna check again and see if they are getting more tender. I want these to be fall off the bone. So it's gonna take a little bit of time, but we're gonna let them cook for another 15 to 20 minutes, and I'll check them. If they need another 15 to 20 minutes, we'll put them back in, but I want these to be the most tender, succulent, tasty country ribs ever. I kept them in there for like another, hot. I kept them in there for another like 45 minutes. And I think they're about at the tenderness, oh yeah, that I want. Oh, they're perfect. I think because my ribs are a little bit bigger, that's why it took them a little longer. If you have a smaller batch of these country style ribs, I don't think it will take as long. It'll probably tender up pretty quickly, but just letting you guys know that it did take, I did cook them a little bit longer than I normally would have. Now what we're going to do, I'm gonna grab my tongs. I adjusted the temperature of my oven. It's now on 275. I'm gonna take these ribs out. Oh yeah, these are gonna be fall off the bone delicious. To take the juice and I'm going to put it in this bowl here. Barbecue sauce. I'm gonna put a little on the bottom. Take my little spatula, rub it all on the bottom. Ooh, this barbecue sauce smells delicious. I'm gonna put my ribs back in. Barbecue sauce on. Like I said, you can use any barbecue sauce you'd like. I'm using the Kansas City BBQ sauce that I found at HEB because this is a Kansas recipe. I'm just going to coat my ribs with this barbecue sauce. Once you feel like they're coated enough, you're going to put them back in your oven and you're gonna adjust the temp, like I said, to 275. And now I'm gonna let them bake uncovered for about an hour. Low and slow, low and slow. Ooh, these are gonna be so delicious. All right guys, while my ribs are finishing cooking, I think they've got about 45 minutes left to go, 45, 30 minutes. I am going to be making some Annie's mac and cheese. This is my most favorite mac and cheese. If it's not Annie's mac and cheese, I don't eat it. This stuff slaps. I love Annie's mac and cheese. Also, the white cheddar shells are amazing. I'm also going to be cutting up some green beans. You know, you always need something green with your meals, so I'm gonna be making some green beans as well. So I'm just gonna kind of chop these up, wash them, and get them ready to cook in some butter. This stuff doesn't take very long, but I wanna get it prepped up and ready to go so it's finished when my ribs are finished, so we can just go ahead and eat. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my ribs. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Look at them. They look good. Now what we're gonna do, we're going to add just a little more barbecue sauce on top. Put it all around. And then we're gonna let them sit for about 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. They are nice and tender. They look so delicious. Oh my gosh. Now we're just gonna let them sit. Look at this plate. I freaking did that. My camera battery is about to die, so let me do a taste test on the ribs real quick. Green beans, all I did was saute them up in some butter, salt, and pepper. That's easy. These are just yeast rolls that I had from the freezer, and boxed mac and cheese with spices added to it. So simple. Let's try these ribs though. Let's try them. Oh, so tender. So tender. I just dug right in. Tender as heck. Oh my. This is the best thing I've ever made. This is so good. Tender, smoky, got a little bit of sweetness. Fall off the bone.